up, guys? It's Marty. So today on with Marty Kauffman channel, we're doing a TV review of that Tiger King. So this Tiger King, man, I don't want to ruin anything for you guys. So just so you know, spoiler alert, I'm gonna go through the whole entire documentary. I stayed up late last night and I watched the whole entire documentary. All 7 episodes of it, all 7 episodes. So like Joey Exotic. He brought the awesome, It's like, what'd you bring, Jack? I brought the awesome, Just like old Duck Dynasty guy said. Sorry. But anyway, guys, so get into this, So if you like this content, make sure you hit that like button, because it took me a while to watch all this stuff, and I'm tired now, and I gotta go to work here soon. So anyway, guys, to get into this Tiger King documentary, man, tell you what, I'll set the scene for you right now. So it opens up on Tiger King, So this guy, he's this redneck, old SOB from Oklahoma. They show him, he has a mullet. So I'm like, man, this guy's redneck as hell. He has a gun on his hip all the time. He's shooting his gun. He's blowing up things with tannerite. I'm like, man, this guy's crazy. He's like a redneck superhero right here. And he has all these exotic animals. He has tigers, lions, monkeys, everything. And then, what the biggest thing is? On top of everything else, he's extremely gay, too. I mean, like no shame, to each his own. But I was like, man, from this, the first couple moments, I was like, you couldn't see that coming. But then I was like, oh yeah, this guy totally is gay, because he not only is gay, he has what do they call it, a triple, I think, or something like that, because he has 2 different husbands. And then, but man, guys, this guy, like I tell you, he's like a redneck superhero, man. He's going through all this stuff. He's just some crazy guy. And so at the first thing you know about him is he's some crazy redneck superhero. He's gay, and he hates his lady called Carol Baskins. Like, he hates Carol Baskins. Like, you don't even know who the heck Carol Baskins is. But all you know from the first 5 minutes is that he's a redneck superhero, he's gay, and he hates Carol Baskins. Hates Carol Baskins. And then he's like, Carol Baskins killed her husband. So, guys, 100% I believe that Carol Baskins killed her husband. 100%. If she didn't kill her husband, then she paid someone to kill her husband, or she threw him out, or she had him thrown out of an airplane over the Gulf of Mexico or whatever, But 100%, Carol Baskins, you killed your husband. You killed your husband. So she's Carol Baskins. Anyway, so getting back to Joey Exotic. So that's his name, Joey Exotic. Man, he has all these tigers, all these exotic animals, and he employs nothing but convicts or people that are down on their luck and everything, So that's good on him, He's running like a second chance carnival, basically, But it's an exotic park. And then he gets all these meat from Walmart. So I didn't know Walmart gave away all this bad meat to the exotic places, but hey, I guess that's good, So yeah, so he did that and everything. And then at first he's like, I'm taking care of all these tigers, blah blah blah. So he's taking care of all these tigers, and taking care of all these tigers. And what happened was he's trying to raise them up, because in captivity there's 5,000 to 10,000 tigers, and then you know how many there are in the wild? Less than 5,000. I know, man, that's crazy. Isn't that crazy? So then, on the next episode, they talk about this other guy called Doc something. He's in Myrtle Beach, and this guy, man, tell you what, this guy, he one playboy. He's a playboy. Tell you what, guys. So this guy Doc. So he has all these people employed for him, but you know what they are? They're all hot young girls. So they all come to him when they're 16, 17. So this guy, Doc, he's like the R. Kelly of exotic animals, because R. Kelly likes them young. And this Doc guy, he likes them young. And then he breeds them to when they get to a legal age or something. And he has them all dressed in scantily clad outfits and everything. And just tell you what, guys, this guy Doc, you know what they say? They said a little kitty will get you a lot of kitty, if you know what I mean. So this guy Doc, and then they go over to Carol Baskins. So Carol Baskins, she was married once before, or she got to some really rich guy, called Don Lewis. I think his name was Don Lewis, and she took him for all his money, and she killed him. She killed that damn guy. I believe that that Carol Baskins, you killed your husband. Carol Baskins, you killed your husband. So yeah, guys. And then she employs, she has volunteers, and she has them color coordinated and have them all wear different T-shirts and everything. So it's Carol Baskins. She says that she's like the conservation, the PETA one, the one that PETA's godsend or whatever and everything. So it's hella crazy, Carol Baskins thinks that she's like the Lord and Savior of saving all the tigers, but in reality, she ain't doing anything with the tigers, that Joey Exotic, I believe, was way taking better care of them, because if you look on the documentary, I only got my information from the documentary, but from the documentary, Joey Exotic, he has way more land, and he takes way better care of his animals than Carol Baskins does. So, I don't know. But then, so Carol Baskins, she has volunteers, all these volunteers for her thing, And then the guy in Myrtle Beach called Doc, so he has all these hot young things working for him, and he pays them I think less than $200 a week to work for him, and he just has them all around, all exotic animals. And then Joey Exotic, he has all these other people. He pays his people less than $200 too a week. So I don't know how these guys can get away with paying these people so little and everything. So it's hella crazy with that, guys. And then in the next couple episodes, get this, guys, you won't believe this. So then Joey Exotic, you know what he does? He runs for president. He's legitimately running for the president of the United States. And I was like, man, this is hella crazy, this Joey Exotic, So he's running for president, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know what happened, guys? One of his husbands, he's like, oh, dude, I'm hella straight, I've never been gay. I'm hella straight. And he knocks up the receptionist, So I'm like, geez, Joey Exotic, you knock up the receptionist? Or no, Joey Exotic's husband, or one of his husbands, knocks up the receptionist. And I'm like, geez, guys, this guy's hella crazy. And then his other husband, some guy, it's in his early 20s, all he does is smoke weed and doesn't do anything on the exotic park or anything. And then that guy, so what that guy does, he ends up, he points guns at everyone all the time, and then he's in the office with Joey Exotic's campaign manager, and he's talking to Joey Exotic, he's talking to Joey Exotic's campaign manager, and the campaign manager is like, dude, quit pointing your guns at me. And he's like, oh, dude, don't worry, this doesn't have a clip in it, it can't fire without a clip. And then he goes, I'll prove it to you, and he puts it to his head, and he pulls the trigger, and guess what happens? Boom! He shoots his damn head off, so this guy, hella crazy, his name was Justin, his name was Justin, shoots his dang head off. And I was like, man, these guys are hella crazy. And I guess they're all on drugs, or they used to all be on drugs or something. So this show, man, you guys, if you're still watching this right now, you guys need to watch this Tiger King on Netflix. Get you some Netflix and get you watching that Tiger King. And Carol Baskins, you killed your husband. Screw you, Carol Baskins. Everyone knows you killed your husband. She had a septic tank put in, and right after she killed her husband, and so everyone thinks that she's in the septic tank, or she grounded up her husband in the meat grinder, and now and she fed her husband to the tigers. So dang Carol Baskins, you hella crazy, Carol Baskins. Anyway, guys, so then, and then even more crazy, so this Joe Exotic guy, he just keeps on getting crazier and crazier, Like I said, redneck superhero. So this Joe Exotic, then you find out that, get this, guys, he's a freaking rock star, so he does his own music videos, he has his own music albums, he has his own TV show, he has this guy that he's paying money to make a reality show about him called Joe Exotic Tiger King or something like that. So yeah, you find out that he's a rock star, basically, and he's singing, and he actually has a pretty decent voice, if you see some of his music videos throughout the documentary, and then you're like, man, guys, this Joe Exotic here, he's pretty good, he could be on The Voice or something, he'd probably go far on The Voice. I don't know if he'd win The Voice, but he'd go far on The Voice, he could at least be on The Masked Singer, So yeah, this Joe Exotic, he'd be singing, he's like a quadruple, quadruple, he got so many damn skills, he got the skills to pay the bills, tell you what, guys, he knows everything about everything. And then this Joe Exotic, you find out that he's he's running for governor of Oklahoma. So now he's running for the governor of Oklahoma. And guess what, guys? He like almost wins. This Joe Exotic almost wins the governor of Oklahoma. And then this other guy, Jeff something, Jeff Lowe shows up, and everyone thinks that Jeff Lowe is like this millionaire, you know, because Joe Exotic goes to his mansion in Las Vegas, and he has tons of kittens around, and he has tons of cats, and you know what the doc guy said, you know, a little kitty gets you a lot of kitty, if you know what I mean, you know, so he's like, yeah, so this guy, he's all like, yeah, trying to think, so he's like, yeah, this guy, Jeff Lewis, he's gonna bail me out. So he brings Jeff Lewis back to his place in Oklahoma, you know, the GW0 or whatever they call it, you know, and he's all like, Jeff Lewis is gonna bail us out, blah, blah, blah. And then they find out that Jeff Lewis doesn't really have that much money. So then that Jeff Lewis steals the park from Joey Exotic and everything. And then there's this fat guy that shows up, you know, and then this fat guy turns into a government informant, and he rats them all out. And then Joey Exotic ends up in jail. You know, Joey Exotic in jail. And to this day, Joey Exotic still in jail. He's still in jail, you know. And that damn Jeff Lewis should really be in jail. And, you know, and then that fat guy should be in jail for being a big rat, you know. Because you know, they say snitches, they get stitches. You know, that damn fat guy, whatever his name is. And Joey Exotic, he hella crazy. He's still hella crazy, but he's all like depressed and everything. And I can feel for you, man. He's like, man, they treat me worse than I treat my lions or my tigers. And I was like, jeez, man, Joey Exotic, he shouldn't be in jail. That damn Carol Baskins, you should be in jail, Carol Baskins. You know, you killed your husband, Carol Baskins. You know, so jeez, guys. I don't know. So that Carol Baskins has this big cat refuge or whatever she calls it, you know. And she uses her ex-husband's money to like fund, you know, the one she killed, you know. And also, these are just my thoughts, you know. So don't be suing me, Carol Baskins, you know, because then that damn Carol Baskins, you know, she has a lot of money because she killed her husband, which was a millionaire, you know, and or a billionaire, and she's like fighting Joe Exotic, and runs Joe Exotic broke, you know. And then that's when I got rewind for a bit, you know, rewind. So back to when Joe Exotic was running for president, he had like a campaign video, and the campaign video showed up on that John Oliver's Last Week Tonight show, and he was walking out with all his tigers, and he was like, "Hi, I'm Joe Exotic, and I'm running for president. What you want to know about me? I ain't gonna change the way I look. I like the way I look. I have a mullet. I'm redneck. I'm gay as hell." And he's like, and I'm broke as shit. So elect me to be a president of the United States of America. Joe Exotic, your man. And I was like, man, guys, this guy's hella crazy. So then he just had a big ego about that. But anyway, going back to where we're going, you know, fast forward. So then, you know, that Carol Baskins, see this, hates Joe Exotic. And Joe Exotic is like, hey, you dang Carol Baskins. Like, cause you're the real enemy, Carol Baskins. You know, and everything. So guys, this Tiger King show, get you some Netflix and get you watching this Tiger King show. You know, you won't regret it. You know, so this is a pretty crazy show, this Tiger King. You know, I don't know anything from what just I saw on the Tiger King documentary, but Carol Baskins, you killed your husband. You know you did, Carol Baskins. So yeah, guys. I don't know about this, about that day Carol Baskins. But anyway, guys, it gets a boom, bam, for sure, you know. And, yeah, you guys, so check out Tiger King, Netflix. You know, you won't regret it, I guarantee. So yeah, guys, hopefully Andrea liked me making this video, because I believe Andrea, I saw her on Facebook, and she was like, hey, I haven't seen Tiger King, you should review it. I was like, what's Tiger King? And I was like, I've been working a lot, you know, because extensive worker, you know, working a lot, you know, working 6 days this week, you know, worked 6 days last week, you know, no days off, people calling in sick. This guy I'm working with, he came down with bronchitis, and I was like, he better not have the corona, you know, but no one's really telling me, so he probably doesn't have the corona, but he's probably just being lazy, you know. But anyway, guys, hopefully you liked this review. Just make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know, take care of yourself. Be kind to one another. And yeah, you just keep washing your hands for 20 seconds. You know, 20 seconds in that hot water. And yeah, just take care of one another. You know, be kind and everything. And yeah, just you do you, and Marty out. Boop.